What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today we got something to talk about. I got my iPhone 17 Pro on deck, and if you've been watching the channel, you know I've been utilizing this device since Christmas. So is this device actually good enough to make your boy BG an Apple fanboy? Let's get into it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been always truthful with my followers, and my subscribers. There are things that I definitely respect about the iPhone. This is not my first iPhone. I came from the iPhone 16 Pro. I've always utilized the iPhone like it's part of my productivity team, because my productivity team is like my MacBook, my iPad, and my iPhone. I always tell people a lot of my videos in the beginning was shot on the iPhone and edited on the iPad. So the iPhone is never really the star of my channel. It's never really my favorite or most exciting device on my channel at all. But the iPhone definitely holds its own in a few categories. Now, when it comes to video, and specifically the iPhone 17 Pro, it is definitely one of the best devices out there for video. Now, as far as photo, I will say iPhone is not my favorite photo. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like when we take pictures with an iPhone, they want that natural, actual look. But a lot of times it just got like this yellowish, light greenish tint over the photos to me. I don't know if it's just me, but it always looks like that. But back to the video. Just this device being so utilitarian when it comes to the video, being able to record log footage and being able to play with the colors and get them how you want, I think that's very dope. But even just the actual straight video from the iPhone with the iPhone processing looks really good to me. Like, I like the fact that a lot of times I'm going to be editing on my MacBook. So if I need an extra piece of B-roll over some extra footage that I want and I don't feel like pulling out my full-on camera, I can use that iPhone to get some quick footage and airdrop it straight to my productivity MacBook that I use for editing and things of that nature. I feel like that's just a win, and that's just very dope and useful and makes the iPhone worth the money a lot of times. So when it comes to the camera system on the iPhone 17 Pro, I'm not a big fan of the photos, but definitely a big fan of the video and the capabilities. And I haven't even put the raw video to use yet, or tried to actually shoot any raw video yet, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a content creator on that level yet. But I'm sure eventually, before the iPhone 17 Pro is gone, I will try to utilize that and bring you guys some super crispy footage. I feel like sitting next to my Canon R10, the iPhone 17 Pro is just a dope backup video camera. Now, as far as family and communication, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. My whole family is on iPhone, so everybody utilizes iPhone. Everybody is a blue bubble. And I know this is not anything just specifically for the iPhone 17 Pro, but carrying an iPhone and being able to, you know, send your kids some funds if they need it with the Apple Pay is just very dope. I must say, as far as iMessage and things of that nature, Apple is very stingy, but they definitely created a dope little messaging system with a lot of capabilities. I wish sometimes Google would just focus on doing that, making a dope, very compatible between all Android devices system of texting with a lot of little extra features. And honestly, as a grown man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how y'all gonna feel, but emojis do look better on iPhones. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, the way that the iPhone 17 Pro looked this year, especially in a cosmic orange colorway that I bought it in, I don't think it's super dope or has the best build. I feel like my iPhone 16 Pro had a better build, was more refined, and probably could take a way better beating than the iPhone 17 Pro. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's boring. It was boring. The iPhone 11 through the iPhone 16 Pro, all muted colors, all just kind of look the same. Even the 17 Pro looks the same, but we do got one bright, loud, pro color iPhone, which was kind of dope. And this is something that you may cop out of boredom. I mean, I kept looking at it, I kept seeing the bright orange colorway, and I'm like, dog, I'm just gonna cop this phone because it looks too different, because Apple finally gave us a colorway that was bright and just loud on the iPhone Pro series, and it looks different. And when you see it from a mile away, it's gonna look different from all the other iPhones, not because of the way it's built, but just because of the color. So it was just something different, even though it's really not that different. It may not be better, but iPhone is so boring, them having an orange colorway make you think about picking up a phone, honestly. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Also, I will say that the screen on this iPhone, the 17 Pro in particular, I noticed the difference coming from my 16 Pro. It's brighter and better. I like the display, I like the screen, even though it's the same size on the Pro, it just looks better and looks brighter on the 17 Pro than it did on my 16 Pro. So I was like, that's very dope. And it does have the anti-glare, anti-reflection type coating on it. So the screen on the 17 Pro is definitely A1. And when I say A1, it's definitely A1 compared to other iPhones, because normally you don't see that going from a 16 Pro to a 17 Pro and immediately noticing the difference on the display. And it makes me actually able to watch more content, or just it makes it easier for me to pick up my iPhone when I also have Samsung phones, because the display is really that good on the 17 Pro. Now, outside of the display, the video camera, you know, the Apple tricks like iMessage, AirDrop, ecosystem stuff, I'm gonna say as far as that, that's where the actual joyride ends for me. Me, myself, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of iOS 26. I know they try to make some changes, they try to implement some customization, but maybe because I'm so used to the old actual, you know, iOS without the customization available, that it still feels, it's like a very stiff customization. It doesn't seem as fluid or feel as natural as customizing like a Samsung device or Google Pixel device at all. And also, even though we're on iOS 26, it seems like Siri still has not gotten better. The implementation of AI and things of that nature are awkward and half the way done, especially when I'm asking to speak to some type of artificial intelligence on this phone, which is advertised from Apple, and it's sending me to ChatGPT. It just feels very cheesy the way they did this. So I'm not a big fan of Apple software at all, except for the things that are like ecosystem things, like I said, like AirDrop. I will say that I do like the power and performance side of Apple, because they really make a good processor, a good chip. So that's why I always utilize MacBooks and iPads, because they do really good with video, just like this iPhone. This iPhone, I don't like the software, but it is powerful. So it has some really good third-party apps, and you can actually create some really good content. You could game. The processing over at Apple, the processors are definitely A1. So just to sum it up, guys, the things that I like about the iPhone 17 Pro are pretty much the things that I liked about the other iPhones. Good with video, good with the ecosystem. Now I will say the display did surprise me. The orange color for the iPhone 17 Pro this year did surprise me. Nice and bright, something different. But honestly, the build is not as good as the previous iPhone, which I don't think was a smart move. But you just got so bored with previous iPhones that you saw an orange bright iPhone, I know me, and was just interested for some odd reason. But as far as me being an Apple fanboy, I don't think that'll ever happen. Like, it would have to be some serious iOS software changes. I like the device, I like that it's compact, I like that it's powerful, I like the display, but the software sometimes is just super boring to me. That's why I'm an Android guy, because because over the years I've grown accustomed to that customization, and Android has gotten better and faster and got processors just as good as they do at Apple. As long as iOS 26 is around and it has lackluster features as far as the software go, not like a S25 Ultra with an S Pen and AI and all those type of things, I'm gonna always be probably an Android guy. But I respect the iPhone 17 Pro, everything it's doing. It's definitely some great things about it, like I said, but it's also some things that I do not like about it. But all in all, it's a respectable piece of tech. So if you're in the iPhones and you like the iOS, this is something that you might want to pick up. It's the best screen on the iPhone to me. It's probably one of the top video cameras out, period. It's your boy BG Tech Life. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.